well guys, welcome back. Same day, different video. I was letting the Crosstrek idle after the oil change, and I was looking into the engine and noticed that the belt had like a silver piece running around the outside of it. I was like, that's probably not supposed to be like that. Maybe let me stop it and make sure everything's okay. Let me see if it's just like some lettering or whatever. Well, I stopped it. Well, if you take a look at the alternator here, you can see the wires, like the cords, the nylon, the metal, whatever they used in that belt. It's exposed in multiple different places. It's there. It's somewhere else running around here too, but I can't find the other piece. But yeah, that's like threading like showing itself. Not a good thing. I can't have that break on me because that works the alternator, the AC, which AC is not super important because that doesn't have it. But anyway, it works the alternator, which means I'd lose all power. I would also, well, I'd be draining the battery for power, and it would kill the battery, and then I have to get a new battery. It just wouldn't be a good time. Then it also got the water pump, so the engine would overheat, and no AC and no alternator. So that's not a good time. I've got another belt coming, and we're gonna install it. So yeah, it's actually a very simple process. You literally take this 10mm bolt off, pop that cover off. This hood also has a service position, which I didn't know about. You can push it farther open and put that into there, which is super cool. Anyway, back to this. I think that is a 14mm socket on that tensioner right there. You basically just get a big extension bar and pull it open, and the belt pops right off, and you pop a new one on. That's it. Like, it is dumb easy to replace. I thought it was going to be difficult, or I would have to have Subaru do it because I wouldn't want to mess with it. No, it's super easy. So far, Subaru ownership, great. I love it. It's simple. Knock on wood. Also, guys, real quick, this is what that service position looks like. How handy is that? That is just awesome. Now, it connects right in here. There's a little, like, tab right there that this goes in. And I also checked because, you know, a hood being this almost vertical worries me. If you push this back, and I'm going to hold on to it just in case, but there's a little hook that grabs it and it will not let it go back. That makes life so much easier. Porsche, why didn't you do that? All right, guys, let's get this show on the road. Let's get this 10mm off of here. Now, this is still a little warm, so the coolant hose up here is still, it's still warm. So we're just gonna take it off, and I'm gonna have to wait a little bit. It may be dark when I put it on, so I might not be able to like truly record it and let you guys see. But I'm gonna at least record me taking it off so you guys know how to take it off, and then can do the reverse process to put it back on. But it is super simple from what it looked like. Here's the 10mm out. I'm gonna go ahead and lay it on the ground right here next to the ratchet. And I guess this just pulls off somehow. Yeah, it just pulls off. It's in a rubber grommet. Little piece just pulls off right there, a little nub in the rubber grommet. Oh boy. This exposes it a little bit more so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Look at that. That is just all, that's all threading. That is not okay. That is not okay at all. That could have broke on me already. I'm so glad I changed my oil today, because it probably would have, like, it could have broke tomorrow. It very well could have. All right, now 17 and an extension bar. This handy dandy breaker bar is probably what I should have used earlier. I also have the wrong socket on the end of here. I realized that as I started recording. So let me take it off and get the right one. You just slide her down in there, pop her on, and it is spring loaded. So be able to pop it right off. There's the other way. All right, now this just comes off. Just gotta keep pressure on it. It's actually not super tight or super heavy sprung, but then slowly release it. I guess I gotta get it off of that one first. Beautiful. And there we are. Belt's coming off. And it is literally just the reverse process getting it back on. Now, obviously, I don't have a belt diagram and don't have the ability to get one for you guys, so you can look it up on the internet. I'm sure they have plenty of them, or you can just, you know, look at how yours goes on there. It also probably has it somewhere under the hood. Normally cars do. I'm not seeing it anywhere though. Also might be in the manual, I'm not sure. But anyway, you can look up pictures very easily, very quickly on the internet, or just, like I said, pay attention to how it comes off and goes on. But look at that! The belt is already off. Is everything all exposed? Let's see the condition of this bad boy. It's very dirty, obviously. But yeah, right there. I wasn't too far gone, it looks like, but it needed replaced, definitely. I think that might actually be the only spot on here. It looks like that. Now, there's actually a part on the other side too. Not very much, but it's mainly on the front side, which is right here. But as for the ribs, do they look good? Try to look at it here without it falling. They look pretty good. They don't look worn or anything. But yeah, super easy, guys. Obviously this isn't going to be the entirety of the video, but as it's getting night very quickly, I'm not going to be able to show you guys this going back on, but it is literally just the reverse process of taking it off. You could pay attention to how it loops around there whenever you take yours off if you need to, or like I said, Google it. I'm sure you can find plenty of pictures. This is awesome. Like, I'm really happy about this. I'm happy about my belt breaking and me, or not breaking, getting close to it and me being able to do this. It's awesome. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next portion of the video, whenever, wherever, whatever it is. Because obviously this ain't going to be the end of it. It's only like 5 minutes. All right, welcome back everyone to some daylight. And you can see here, I've got the belt on now. It is a brand new belt. Now, in fact, I can tell you guys that Advanced Auto Parts has the wrong belt. Whenever you like have someone look it up, if you're at a store, it will come up as the wrong belt. I believe it's 506850. Now it's time for the headlights. So the headlights were doing something weird to me. This one just kind of, you know, went out, but then moved the headlight and it came back on. And I was like, okay, I'll replace both of them. Well, that one came back on, but I'm going to replace them anyway with LEDs. I also have this light out, which is the parking light up in here. So I'm also going to replace those with LEDs. Now, in order to do that, you can obviously reach back up under there and into there. But it's going to be way easier, especially on this side with this bracket piece right here, just to take the whole headlights out, which requires taking the front bumper off. All right, so now the first step is going to be taking these little panel retainers out of here, which is definitely easier with a trim removal too, but I do not have that. And also you got to release them right down here as well to drop the front bumper down a little bit. So let's go ahead and get that done here. I'm going to try to do it with my knife, see how well it works. But yeah, let's see here. Oh, that just fell apart. That's always good. Actually, I think this is supposed to pull up on these ones. Yes, it is. So, yeah, it broke. This center piece on this top one is actually supposed to push up, and that releases the bottom piece. These apparently are very brittle, even only for being a 2013 car. So, those lift up, and then it just pulls right out. So that's simple. Anyway, I'm going to continue doing this to add the front bumper off. So you'll find these ones right down under here, and be careful. These are all very brittle, even for a 2013. You basically push that center button in, and it just pulls right out. That's how it releases it. I broke this one, as you can see by the top piece here, which is rather unfortunate, but it'll be okay. Anyway, now the front bumper will fully release and pop off. Now the bumper is completely dropped down, exposing some headlight. Now the next piece that comes off is this one right here with this little piece on it to direct the airflow into here. These are just like the ones on the outside, and then right here you'll find them again. You pull up the center and they pull right out. And once that is off, it exposes all of the bolts that the lights are held on by, which there's some under here, I believe. No, there's not. There's one right there. And there should be some under here, I believe, too. There's definitely two right there, actually. There's that plastic piece. Comes out. And then the headlight. See, there's a little piece right there. That, see a little pin? You got to push that in this way, and then it comes out. So, beautiful, just like that. Just like that. And voila, the entire headlight is out, exposing the high beam in the center there, which is also the daytime running light, and then the low beam, and then the side marker / indicator bulbs over there. Looks pretty interesting. Here's also the washer fluid reservoir, which is quite large. Okay, now this, the side marker, or the parking light actually looks really weird to get to because of how this is shaped. But literally, you just twist it and pull. It's super simple, and then this just pulls right out. Now, I got some LED replacements in the car with the headlight missing, and we'll go ahead and put those in, and also put in my new low beams, which are also LED. Now, with this one, all you do is simply pinch this side right here, the back of it, and it actually just pulls out, then you twist and pull, and the old low beam comes out. And as you can see, it's a little bit crooked and, you know, not really in the best of shape. But anyway, I got some good old LEDs here. Looking mighty fine. All right, now one side is done. Just go ahead and put the headlight back in. Basically undo everything you just did, and then do it again on the other side. So, that's it for putting the headlights in. Let me show you guys what it looks like afterward. All right, guys, well, one of them is in and on. Just look at the difference. It's so much brighter and whiter than the other three right now. And the fog lights are going to stay until they blow out too, but that one's next. All right, well, guys, you always learn the most from the first thing, or from the first time you do it. The parking light you can actually put in backwards. That's why that one wasn't coming on. So I'm gonna have to take that headlight back out and flip it around. But anyway, I'm also gonna have that zip tied right there so it doesn't flop around all over the place. It's not super tight, so the cord's not pinched or anything. It's also kept away from the fan there to make sure that LED stays cool. But anyway, yeah, and that's just gonna go back in and be beautiful. All right, so now that I got the headlights completely in and hooked up on both sides, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure all the lights work so I don't have to redo another headlight again. Because, I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot of time. It's just kind of, you know, a time vampire. But anyway, let's go ahead and turn my accessory on. All right, parking lights. That one is indeed on. And so is that one. Absolutely beautiful. Now, as for headlights / fog lights, flip it up one more time. Headlights are both beautifully lit, and so are the fog lights. Now I'll try for high beams. High beams are now also lit, along with the high beams and the parking lights. And now we'll try for hazards to make sure all the indicators and everything work. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and put her all back together. All right, well, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I would say it's definitely worth it upgrading to LEDs if your bulbs blow out. But anyway, here's one final look. Parking lights. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, this looks really good. Really, really good. That's awesome. All right, now for the low beams. Oh, yes. Those look so much better and so much brighter. Now for the high beams. Got the high beams on the inside. Pretty nice as well. And now I know it didn't change the indicators, but I figure I would check them anyway. Make sure they work. Beautiful. And that's it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Y'all have an amazing day.